The meeting was colorful, it was informative, it was timely. I'm talking about the African Women in Europe Summit that took place in Brussels, Belgium recently. Here is a summary of the proceedings.
There was pomp and color, and the room was painted African. As members of the African Women in Europe gathered in Brussels, Belgium for the 2023 summit under the theme Diaspora Inclusion in Value Chain. The event saw ladies from all over Europe gather for 2 days of learning, entertainment, networking and celebration of all things African with the goal of empowering African women in matters trade. Championed by Germany-based Joy Zenz, the founder of African Women in Europe, the summit was not only timely, but one of its kind.
At Chams Media, my independent company, we sell content.
And there to capture every magical moment was Chams Media, the summit's media partner.
It's a routine we do, it's a discipline we do, and actually it's more empowering them, giving the women the space to really have a time to come and network. Today it was about diaspora inclusion in value chain, meaning women are going to start to learn how to do business when they're here, extend their business even in the country they are here to promote African products here in the country, because we have over 10,000 women in Europe and they know where the market is. I always say diaspora is a bridge between the two continents. We know exactly our home country, Kenya, and we know about very well our Europe continent.
This year's event included presentations by experts from various fields, panel discussions with inspiring personalities, Q&A sessions where participants got to pick the brains of industry heavyweights, and a fashion show celebrating African culture.
Training is the key in sharing knowledge, of course. There's so much we have, the diaspora mindset. For me, it's not the training, the mindset. The mindset of our people in the continent, I think somebody has to do something for you. No one has to and nobody needs to give you any permission. Just do it with the little resources you have.
Speaking of utilizing the resources available, the high-caliber event saw participation by a number of international companies who were present as sponsors and exhibitors.
We have diaspora insurance, which I really recommend for all the diasporans who want to be repatriated home, or even single parents or those people who live on their own to invest in diaspora insurance. We have Tap Tap Send, that's where you send your money from one country. And then we have so many, like today we are very delighted to have AMD, which are the real ST, yes. We also have King Developers as well, who have also been part of us, and we also have other organizations as well who are really supporting us in the background. We also have Talkcom. We also have, don't forgetting the Kenya Airways, who have always been supporting us.
My name is Jeff Madzingo and I'm the CEO for Diaspora Insurance based in the UK. Our remit is to make sure that we provide solutions, specialized bespoke solutions to the needs of the African diaspora.
My name is Dominic Chumo. I'm the co-founder for Telecoms Limited and also the Kenya Diaspora Media and Tunic Limited. We are really happy and I'm very excited with the presentation they've done here. The people we've met here from our products, most of the people run businesses and they are excited with what we do in Africa as well.
This spotlight on the corporate world by the event organizers was one of the main agendas of this year's summit, growing international trade between Africa and Europe and giving a platform to African startups.
The diaspora has a lot of knowledge and capacity to even support the continent without being there. Alex, I do this from home in Germany, and I live close to Switzerland, and I go shopping in France. So why is Kenya not shopping, and why are people going to work in Switzerland and actually living in another country? It is possible here, but I think it's all a mindset. So for the whole idea, we want the diaspora to go back home, their community. So today is about doing that, also showing the African products, coffee, teas. We support women in businesses. Since 2 years now, we've met in Cape Town. We make sure that the products are labeled, are properly prepared, and actually if they need to come to Europe, which is not the main thing, because actually the market is in Africa, where that's where the numbers is. So today was really coming to show women, this is what I have done in my little capacity.
This push by the African women in Europe is heavily supported by the Kenyan government. According to Ms. Rosaline Jogu, the Principal Secretary, State Department for Diaspora Affairs, Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs.
One of the mandates of the State Department for Diaspora Affairs is actually to mainstream the involvement of the diaspora in the process of national development. So quite simply, we are saying that Kenyans who live abroad are a critical part of who we are, and we want them to be involved in what it is that we do at home.
Indeed, there is something to celebrate, with African Women in Europe event proving that we live in a global village. And to crown it all, the summit ended on a high with an award ceremony gala dinner taking place, recognizing the incredible achievements by various personalities based all across the continent. Chams Media was also awarded for its consistency in highlighting diaspora issues. A proud moment for us. This year's Africa Women in Europe Summit was indeed a success, and organizers hope that the summit continues to serve as a catalyst for international trade for women all across the continent.
It's been awesome. The amount of value, the amount of women that are here, and what the content that they offer is just amazing. The different business opportunities that you can have, the collaborations that you can make with the different women, it is just diverse. Women coming from London, there are women coming from Ireland, there are women coming from all over, and all with the same aim of women supporting women. That is awesome.
This is my third event that I have attended with African women in Europe, and it's amazing. My impression is that when all African countries come together, they create a dynamic synergy that everybody's looking forward to.
My takeaway home is just about adding value to yourself. Knowing how valuable you are as a person, but also remember, you cannot add value to something empty. So you ought to know that you already have some value within yourself, and then add more to it, and then you give it to the society.
I've done this for 17 years. We have reached, impacted a lot of women, and now I'm building more in the continent, in Africa. Impact. That's my drive for next year. But the diaspora here needs to know that they have a lot of potential.